Looking for Madden 22 Ultimate Team coins? IG Vault has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SportsGamers for 6% off your order. Yo, what's up YouTube? Duke back here from SportsGamers.com. In today's Madden 22 video, I'm going to break down the top 5 playbooks in the game that you guys need to be using to win more games now. I'm not only going to give you the 5 playbooks I would recommend using to win more games, but I'm also going to break down what in each playbook is very effective to use to win more games. Now in this video, we're going to be going over the offensive books. We will do a separate video for the defensive books in the coming days. Just as a reminder, guys, I do tips and gameplays for Madden 22 on this channel every day. We're going to be doing them all year long. So if you enjoy my content, make sure you subscribe, give us a like on the video, turn your notifications on. All that stuff definitely helps us out a lot. And if you want to get better at Madden 22, check out SportsGamers.com. That's where I post all my premium tips, offensive and defensive schemes and ebooks, and my weekly Madden Vault tips where you get 4 to 6 HD video tips every week. Now, I'm going to drop the links for those in the description and the comments, but without further ado, I want to start on playbook number 5, which to me is going to be the Arizona Cardinals. I really like this book this year. I will say shotgun is where it's at. Now, the reason why I like this book this year is basically for their shotgun cluster strong. Both of these formations were pretty good last year, and I think they're also very, very effective this year. They definitely have some explosive passing plays while also still being able to run the ball this year. I feel like compressed formations are extremely effective, and the cluster strong definitely are going to be very, very effective. You'll see a lot of similar concepts that you can do in cluster that you could do in gun bunch. It's just a little bit different overall, and I definitely am a big fan. Now, this playbook definitely has some other interesting formations too. I really like their doubles Y off. It's not just the cluster. The doubles Y off is really, really good, especially if you have like to run a kind of like a gimmicky scheme with your quarterback. If you have like a Lamar Jackson, a mobile quarterback, these plays out of this formation are really difficult to stop. You guys can see we got some jets, some powers, even some touch passes and read options mixed in with the pass can be very, very difficult to stop. We do have some trips formations as well in here, but really those are my favorite formations. The single back bunch tight end can be a good formation too, but mostly this year I'd recommend sticking in shotgun. So number 4, I got the Dolphins. The Dolphins playbook is pretty similar to what it's been, but they also this year have bunch offset and bunch Y flex. 2 of my favorite formations in the game. The bunch Y flex is very nice. It's similar to bunch. It's almost similar to cluster and bunch, almost like a combo between the two. You'll see that we got some very good corner routes, some crossers, some deep routes, and we even have a RPO with a bubble screen. I definitely am a fan of this formation. You see we have the popular play flood here. I think it's a really, really interesting formation this year, as well as when you get the bunch offset. Now, I will say that the bunch offset in this playbook is not as good as some of the other bunch offsets, in my opinion anyways. It doesn't have read option. As you guys can see, it has the outside zone and the inside zone split. Not a huge fan of those compared to the read option, but still, it's a solid formation. Now, on top of that, there's you got the tight Y off weak, which you guys have seen. I've posted a little bit tip from this formation. I really like this formation, and this playbook actually has a really good variation of it. It has some plays that some others might not, like with corner strike especially. That's a very, very good play. It's, in my mind, probably if you want to run this formation, one of the better playbooks you can use it from. And they have trips tight end. Trips tight end for the last few years has been really, really effective. This year, honestly, it's better than ever because offense is better than ever in general this year. But still, I would say that some of the bunch formations this year are more effective. So this is definitely a playbook that if you like shotgun and you like passing, you got a lot you can do with it. You got some trips, some tight, and some bunch. So, overall, very, very good book. Just kind of missing some of my favorite plays from those formations. Otherwise, I'd have it higher. Number 3, I have the Saints. So the Saints playbook has been one of my favorites for the last few years of Madden. I would say, though, the last year or two, it wasn't quite as high up there just because the tight offset formation wasn't quite as good as it had been in years past. But, oh man, this year, the tight offset tight end, I feel like, is definitely back as a top-notch formation. You can run the ball with the inside zone, and the passing game is just so easy. I mean, you have several plays that are really good. My favorites are the PA shot seams, the Saints spot, as well as the Y out HB swing. But there's still some other good plays, too, like the drive out, Saints in. It's just a really, really good formation. You also have a trap. This, to me, like I said, is one of my top formations in the game. So just this formation alone has it at the third spot because I like it that much. But, this playbook has a lot more to it as well. I really like their Y-off trio week. This has been an interesting formation for some years now. You guys are familiar with Dubby. He likes this formation over the years. I definitely find it to be effective year in and year out. I really think they have a solid bunch. Not the best bunch, but a solid one. They have a play trail that's not really too common. They have Z-spot verticals. They even have an inside zone. So, flood, pretty solid. It is missing some stuff I like, but it's good enough to use as a changeup. And the other interesting thing is they have the Panther, guys. As you guys can see here, if you like the quarterback running scheme, this is one of the best formations in the game to utilize that from. The reason why I would say this playbook is in the top 3, though, other than the shotgun formations, is, it does have the ability to have some heavy run sets. As you guys see here with the I-forms, and even pistol bunch are pretty solid if you want to get under center that some of these others might lack. The single back tray also can be pretty effective, so it's a pretty balanced playbook overall. Now, let's get into my top 2. Number 2 is Seattle. This is a playbook that I've been focused on for years. I'm probably going to do something with it this year, just like I've done in years past, but the thing that's really, really good in this playbook is the bunch tight end, the bunch, and the empty bunch. Those 3 formations mixed together are absolutely hell. As far as a regular shotgun bunch, and not shotgun bunch offset, but shotgun bunch, I think I'd probably pick Seattle's playbook over any other. It has read option, clear out, mesh post, Z-spot, verticals, bunch trail, tight end hook, bench pivot, Z-spot, and go flood. I mean, it has everything you could want, base from a standard bunch. It's super loaded, and it even has bunch tight end. I love bunch tight end this year. Last year was super good. This year it's even better. Inside zone, PA boot over, inside switch, X spot, curl flat corner. Doesn't get much better than that. Now, the empty bunch is a formation I feel like a lot of people sleep on, but I love this formation, especially if you have a quarterback to run the QB draw with. You can mix in the QB draw, which is always hard to stop. A lot of people struggle stopping this QB draw year in, year out. You mix that in with the passing plays, and you have a super good scheme. So those formations alone, 3 top-notch formations, when you mix together, they're going to be a top 2 playbook in the game, period. I mean, I don't care if it didn't have any other formations in the game. Just those 3 formations alone are putting it in my top 2. And the reason for that is all 3 of those formations have pretty much all the plays I would want from them. There's other playbooks, like I mentioned in this video, that might have specific formations, but then they're kind of just missing plays. Well, this playbook is not missing the plays. It has all the plays you would want from each of those formations. So, without further ado, number 1. You guys might already know this if you've been watching my videos. You might have a good idea what it's about to be. It's going to be the Colts playbook. And guys, I have an offensive guide out on the Colts playbook. It's my Madden 22 offensive domination guide on sportsgamers.com. It's the best offense in the game. If you guys want to check that out, make sure you head over there. You can get it in the Champions Kit at a discount. You can get that, my defense guide, and my Madden Ball tips at a discount. But the bunch offset, I think, is the best formation in the game. Slightly better than bunch. The reason why is read option. Having that ability to run the ball is super clutch, I feel like. And then I do like having the PA read. I just like, the PA read and the double post play combo a little bit better than some others. You still do have mesh post, Z-spot and go, the smash returns and bench pivots and verticals and all that. But the PA read and the double post is so glitchy. Also, their verts has the running back on the same route out of the backfield as double post, so I really like that as well. Speed dig, to me, best formation in the game. Now, this playbook also does have tight slots HB week and tight Y off week. I've mentioned I really like shotgun tight compressed formations this year. They're really hard to stop with the way corner routes are just so hard to stop this year. You get a formation like this, mix in some corners and flats and just routes over the middle of the field, you're going to be hell on offense. You guys can see this formation even has a nice RPOs, some read option to it as well. So it's nice. Now, there is more to this playbook. Those are just my favorite formations. It does have some trip stuff if you want to run that. It actually has some pretty nice spread stuff too, especially if you like the mobile quarterback type stuff, like the kind of stuff I showed you in Arizona. It has that type of stuff in here as well in the doubles. Now it doesn't have quite all the plays that Arizona does, but it does have a lot of the similar things, as you guys can see. I mean, it's not going to have, like I said, every single the like little gimmicky run plays, but it does have that type of stuff in here too. So it is a pretty balanced playbook. It's not just the passing game, and the bunch wide flex is in here too. But really, yeah, it is a shotgun-based playbook. There are, if you like the two tight end stuff, there is the wing slot stuff from gun too. But yeah, overall, if you're going to be in this playbook, it's going to be for shotgun. As you can see, there are a lot of under centers and single backs, but the shotgun is where it's at in this playbook. Now, guys, if you want an honorable mention playbook that almost made it into my top 5, just as we in the video, I like the Chiefs. Pretty under the radar, but the reason why I like it is the bunch strong and bunch tight end. This bunch tight end actually has some cute things, like it has an RPO. And this play triple out that you're not going to see in others that I've found anyways. So if you want a little under the radar book that's not in my top 5, check out KC. It's pretty solid. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like on the video. We're going to drop my top 5 defensive playbooks in the next few days to help you guys out defensively.